Jack Cooper here if you guys want to grab him.
So you sat out the entire spring, and just give us a feel for how things are feeling for you so far, and kind of what's maybe been the toughest transition back.
Yeah, I mean, the body's feeling good, and I don't think there was really much of a tough transition getting back into it. I mean, I've played a lot of ball, yeah, I mean, the body's feeling good. It feels good to be back out here.
After kind of last year, where you both thought you were able to get a pretty good role, is it unfortunate that you weren't able to play through the spring? And kind of how did you handle that to come back?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate anytime you get an injury. You always want to build off the things you worked on through the season and the things you want to try to correct and everything like that. But I mean, it is what it is. You got to move forward and just keep going from there.
Preston, we know that creating more turnovers has been a goal for this defense this year. How do you guys as a safety group kind of try to embody that in practice, and what are you trying to do to increase some of those turnovers creation?
Yeah, I mean, you got to treat every practice, every rep in practice just like it's a game rep. And I mean, it's more of the trying to being so confident as a defense with our communication, everything like that really helps, and just being able to see things and mess with offenses would really help us create turnovers.
So with what you're doing now this summer, is it any different from what you were doing last year in terms of roles and responsibilities?
Yeah, I mean, it's different every year just a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty much the same. But I mean, it's just, as a safety, you got to be very versatile. You got to know the whole thing, the whole picture, and be able to play different spots, multiple spots. Guys are going to go down throughout the season. It's the game, so you got to be willing to step in at any spot and be ready.
How does it feel to be back here after a couple weeks in Platteville?
Yeah, I mean, those 2 weeks in Platteville were long, but I mean, they were well needed for this team to get us focused in on the season and everyone getting on the same page for this goal this season.
As you get on the field together more, how is your connection with Hunter? Just I guess with the mental side as you play together, get off the reps.
Yeah, I mean, me and Hunter, we're always on the same page, and we're really good with our communication. We get along really well. So I mean, having him out there, a star player like that, being able to communicate with him, it's special and it's awesome.
Just from what you've seen, I know you get out to do a lot during the spring, but do you feel there's more speed on this defense than you saw last year?
Yeah, I think definitely. Coach Brady, this offseason, I mean, they really got us right, and I think the whole team felt it. We're a lot faster this year, and then just having a lot more depth through every position is just good. Everyone's going to be fresh, nonstop, and we're just going to have a lot of speed out there.
There's been more of an emphasis on contact and hitting this year. I know it's early, but have you seen any benefit to that, or is it too soon to tell in terms of the benefits of maybe having a little more contact in practices?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, comparing it to last year, we didn't really tackle that much throughout fall camp, and then you kind of noticed it the first few games. We kind of struggled as a team, especially with the open field tackling. So I think it's been really crucial for us as a team to kind of start working that now, work off some of that rust, and get those live tackle reps in now. So then when it comes week one, those aren't the first time. It's not the first time we're doing it.
So when did you exactly get fully cleared to practice, or was it during this? I saw you in pads during the spring, maybe the later part, but just when did you get fully cleared for everything?
Yeah, I wasn't quite fully cleared at the end of spring. I mean, it was just more of I didn't need to push it at that point, so I was just kind of doing some indie stuff. But then I got cleared when we came back in the summer, and I was cleared for all summer workouts.
You've been around for a while, but coming back from missing the spring, there was I think one practice you had a couple of interceptions. I don't know what that does for you, for a guy at this stage of your career, but was that a boost at all, just being able to get in there and start making plays like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first few practices, I mean, I was kind of still getting my feet underneath me. It had been a while since I've played some football, so then kind of once those plays happened, everything, I felt like, all right, I think, I feel good now, and, I don't know, that was kind of like a boost to my game, I think, at that point.
A kid like Braden Moore, it's his second year. I think you roomed with him right on the road a couple games. But just what have you seen from him and working into it? It's his second year, new position coach, but how have you seen him progress so far?
Yeah, he's really grown a lot. More on the mental side of the game. We always knew he had it physically and everything, but he was young last year and just trying to learn the system. And now that he knows the system, you start to see his confidence out there and start seeing him really make some plays, and he's flying around, playing with speed.
You came up, as a high school quarterback, and there was some uncertainty about what position you'd play here. Did you ever notice, that background helping you at safety at all? Just seeing the game from another side, having that knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely kind of understand the QB's perspective and just kind of what they see. So then that helps me on the defensive side, being able to try to give them some illusions or pictures that they think it's this and I'm actually doing this. And I think that just knowing what they see and understanding like what they see can kind of really help me on defense.
You started your career at inside linebacker too. Did you just remember when you felt comfortable at safety, when you kind of felt like you finally had a home after, like I said, you had so much uncertainty about where you were going to be when you signed here?
Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit for the transition. I think after going through the first spring ball and then that first fall camp, I really started to kind of feel a lot more comfortable at safety. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely a little bit of a transition.
What does it mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been our whole motto this year, is hunted be hunted. I mean, you're either hunting someone, or if you're not hunting someone, you're getting hunted. So I mean, that's our whole motto this year. We're hunting every team that we're playing.
Can you use it individually too? Like improving your spot in the depth chart. I don't know. Does that work that way too?
Yeah, I mean, all these young guys coming in, they're always coming for your spot. They're hunting me, but I mean, I got to hunt them too. I got to hunt for that spot. I mean, it's competition every single day, and that's what we embrace.
I'll get with Preston here, guys. We'll get Hunter up here.
Thanks, Preston.
Thank you.